This is Snake. Can you hear me? Good. The mission is simple. Put your geek pants on and infiltrate Foxhound. If you need backup, contact Ken and Chris on their codec frequency. Ready? Snake out.
Getting older where you realize maybe I don't need every single
I don't need to waste money. I actually had a Thanos Marvel Legends toy in my hand at Walmart 2 days ago.
Yeah.
They released an exclusive.
Really?
And it was there, and it looked so awesome. I walked around the store with it, and I was just like, it's $30.
Yeah. So, no.
It's $30, so I put the Thanos toy back.
Yeah.
I was an adult.
Yeah.
Actually, I kind of think now, like, when I look at the price of something, I go, how many hours did I work to get that?
Yeah.
So I'm like, that Thanos
Isn't that
toy.
sad,
Is that
though?
Thanos toy worth an hour and a half?
Isn't that sad?
Yeah.
Or, like, in my case, 3 hours of work. Like, isn't that sad? You're like, hey, I worked 3 hours. Not that, like, my job is, like, hard by any means. But, so 3 hours, is it worth it? The answer most of the time is no. Most of the time.
Most of the time.
This shirt was worth it.
That shirt's awesome.
Yeah.
That shirt is worth it.
I'm actually, like, really sad that we've got wear marks.
Oh, no.
My Nightwing one has got, like, significant wear marks.
You're about 2 years away from that looking like the shirt from Infinity War.
Yeah.
It's all worn the fuck out.
Yeah. Man, though, like I said that too, like, it looked like he rolled around in mud.
Yeah.
And when you watch it, it actually looks like he just, because it's his Civil War costume.
It is.
It's still his Civil War costume, but it's fucking, he doesn't
It's
give
like,
a shit
it's
now.
the same thing you've been wearing since Civil War. Please tell me you washed it once during the 2 years.
Long hair, beard, no one says, hey, Cap, you're smelling right.
Yep.
Not one person.
Well, it looks like he's got some nice product in his hair, though.
Wakanda.
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
That's the new condition.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, everyone, I'm Ken Levitsky.
And I am not.
No, that guy is my sidekick, Chris Mercier.
Sidekick? I thought we were equals.
Oh,
As
we're
in
equals.
partners.
We're equals. We're partners.
He sat there with a shit-eating grin too, like, "Oh, this isn't gonna fly."
I could lie today because tomorrow is National Honesty Day.
Oh my god, we need a National Honesty Day. That's
Yeah,
sad.
isn't that sad?
Is it the same for politics or politicians or anyone that does any of that kind of shit? Because I don't think so.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about Avengers, Infinity War, one whole camcast, all about Infinity War.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about?
What are we talking about?
I thought we were talking about Justice League.
Oh, no, we rushed through that one in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Poor Justice
Although,
League.
in retrospect, wasn't really much more we needed to say.
No, we pretty much nailed it. We could maybe do a commentary while watching it one day.
Yeah.
Hopefully the Snyder Cut will be available by then.
It'll be literally us going, and Snyder Cut, and Whedon Cut, and Whedon Cut,
Yep.
and, oh, this small little section here, Snyder Cut.
Bam.
The rest of this is Whedon.
Yeah.
But 20 to 25% was Whedon.
Easy.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't know how they calculated that. You could tell everything is Whedon in it.
They calculated that by making stuff up, so
Mhm.
that way we wouldn't be demanding a Snyder Cut.
Yeah. But then we demanded
You
one.
watch the movie, and I mean, for fuck's sakes, you had Flash fall into Wonder Woman's boobs.
I know.
I didn't even laugh at that.
That's the Whedon thing to do.
When they did that in Avengers Age of Ultron,
Didn't laugh.
didn't laugh at that either. I kind of went, oh, okay. And then later on, in Justice League, I was like, oh, that's still a thing? People still find that funny?
Yeah, I mean, I still, there's going to be a part of me that always loves Whedon because he did my favorite show of all time,
Which was Firefly?
Buffy.
I thought it was Dollhouse.
Dollhouse. No, definitely not
Oh,
Dollhouse.
okay.
Definitely
No,
not
this is
Dollhouse.
weird because I've never heard of this Buffy that you speak of.
You should check it out sometime.
Wait, no, the movie.
The
Right?
movie!
Yeah!
Yeah!
Yeah, with
Which
Pee
is
Wee
awesome.
Herman.
He also wrote Alien Resurrection and Titan AE.
And the movie,
Yeah,
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
and that one too. I'm trying to forget about it.
The TV show as well,
It's,
yes.
yeah, the show's
I'll
up
stop
there.
being difficult.
The
It's
movie is
somewhere
not
around
even
here.
in my collection, but we are not here about
Wait, hold on,
Buffy.
it's not? It's actually really good.
Yeah, it actually is.
It's good if you
It's good.
are like, if you know that it's going to be a camp, funny,
Yeah.
not really serious thing, you'll love it.
Mhm.
If you watch Buffy 3 seasons deep and then watch it, then you'll be like, what the fuck's going on here?
Plus, you get like young Ben Affleck. You know,
and
back
old Paul Rubens.
old Paul Rubens. It's great when Luke Perry gets higher billing than Affleck. You know, it's an old movie.
Than anyone in that, because it was Christy Swanson too.
Yeah, Chris Swanson.
Yeah.
Poor girl.
And Donald Sutherland.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sutherland is awesome in it.
Everyone's awesome in it.
Yeah.
Because they know what they're doing. They know what the kind of movie there is. But anyway, okay.
But anyway, I'm glad that Whedon sat this one out.
God, yeah. Are you kidding me?
Because Infinity War is amazing.
Those Russo kids are amazing.
Yeah, and the writers, the two dudes, Steven something and Marcus something, I believe.
Yeah.
I wish I would remember their names. Where's? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You got to slide up the case though, because they don't put the credits on the slipcover.
Ugh.
Takes up too much space. Christopher and Marcus or something like that.
Well, Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely. How do we not remember McFeely? Or Stefan. Anyway, that's the same
those
writers.
guys are amazing. They did the whole Cat trilogy, and now they're fucking gonna wrap up Avengers for everyone.
Yeah.
So basically, they did all Cat's Avengers, adventures except the two first Avengers.
The Russo brothers did not direct the first one though. The writers wrote every single one.
Russos were not involved.
That's right. But once the Russos got involved, Winter Soldier,
Yep.
fucking amazing.
Yep.
Civil War, fucking amazing. Infinity, fucking amazing.
So amazing,
It took me a full day to really emotionally process what had happened at that ending. Oh,
lots of spoilers.
Hey, guess what? We're
Lots
gonna
of
spoil
spoilers.
the fucking shit out of this thing. If you haven't watched this movie, watch this movie. But if you haven't watched this movie, don't fucking watch this at all. Do not. Stop right now.
Avengers Infinity War.
Okay, so I'm actually kind of glad that I didn't know you was going to do that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I would have vetoed that hard. But now I want to put it on.
Yeah, I knew you would.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see?
All
So
right.
anyone can actually just look awesome with it.
But they don't all light up.
Yeah. No, just the one big yellow one there in the middle.
Well, that's still pretty not cool. It's not cool at all. That's pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah, no, I'm an adult and I don't waste my money at all.
Yeah, literally.
I work an hour and a half for this.
$30 for that thing?
Yeah.
I want to say it's not worth it.
But.
I really do.
But.
See me in 6 months and I might be able to say it's not worth it.
Okay. I actually might dress up as Thanos now for Halloween.
Okay, so.
I got lots of white beaters.
Spider-Man Homecoming teased the Iron Spider suit.
Yep.
Immediately, Ken and I both were like, fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit, and it looks ugly. Okay? Literally was like, it looks ugly. Then, Infinity War trailer started to hit, and I saw the Iron Spider suit in action, and I thought, okay, that looks pretty fucking sweet. Plus, the storyline behind it, in the sense that once Peter Parker's in the Earth's atmosphere and he can't breathe, boom, Iron Spider suit.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense, and everything that we saw with Spider-Man in that suit, even the arms, which I didn't like in the comic book at all.
They made their first appearance in the movie at the perfect time.
And the way they shot those trailers, where they edited stuff so we didn't see this.
Yeah, you know what? A lot in the trailers is not actually in the movie.
That's right. But, like, so when they used the arms, or the legs, whatever you want to call them, everything worked perfectly. It looked awesome. It was the kind of thing where I was like, okay, he doesn't ever have to continue to use that unless heavy hitters show up.
Yeah.
So if Galactus shows up, and for some reason they think Spider-Man's going to help fight Galactus, Iron Spider suit. Also, not real quick before I forget, I love that no one mentioned the Iron Spider. No one called him Iron Spider.
Not once.
They do it for marketing purposes, but they never called him that.
It was all over toy packaging, so I was worried.
I was super worried because I hate the Iron Spider name.
They didn't do it.
So I wanted to say that. That was awesome. But other than that, really, I wasn't, like, worried about this movie being terrible.
I wasn't worried about being terrible at all. I was worried about it living up to the insane expectations that I had for it.
Oh, I've been talking about for weeks where I was like, I'm tempering myself because I don't want to walk in there going, like, this will be the greatest movie of all time.
Because we're talking 6 years since Thanos turned around and grinned at the screen at the end of Avengers. 6 years.
Yep.
Before this movie was even announced, my expectations for that first movie with Thanos were huge.
Yeah.
And then the marketing behind this, and the just like, it's going to blow your mind. Thanos demands your silence, the whole spoiler campaign.
Which I love, which I absolutely love. As soon
love
as I
it.
heard that, I was like, man, that's great.
I was like, you guys got a lot to live up to. Lots.
Yeah.
Plus, the biggest fucking cast in history.
Yeah.
Like, how are they going to give all these guys equal screen time? But they nailed it. They nailed it. There's three... I'm gonna say there's 5 characters that get the most screen time, but everyone in the movie gets a good chunk.
Aside from fight scenes, Cap got a really short chunk.
Cap did get a very short chunk, but I feel like he's gonna get a larger one in the second part.
He's gonna be absolutely huge in the second one because I felt like
this was very space focused. This first part.
Yeah. Which makes sense that you're
totally
gonna
makes sense.
not have Cap as hold on, Steve Rogers. Because he's only called Captain once in this entire movie.
Yeah, he doesn't refer to himself.
Vision calls him Captain, and it seems like it's more of a sign of respect type of thing. And Steve Rogers just kind of acknowledges, but he doesn't really go, hey, because he's not Captain America in this movie. He's Steve Rogers.
Mm-hmm.
He's not even Captain Steve Rogers, just Steve Rogers.
Steve Rogers, that is it.
I am Groot.
I am Steve Rogers. That was so awesome.
I was like, man, he didn't say much in that movie, but that line, I was like, that's awesome.
That was
that's
so good.
Awesome.
I am Groot. Yeah, so this is Thanos' movie.
That's what I was gonna say. Like
100%, he's got 50%
people that
of the
think
screen
this is
time.
like an Avengers movie. It is, but it's a Thanos movie from start to finish.
Yeah, and the great thing about that is that the usual Marvel template is out the window for this movie.
Oh yeah,
out the fucking window.
This will be their new template.
You literally have no idea what to expect with this movie.
No, you don't know what to expect. You have an idea based on the commercials, like trailers.
Yeah, well,
who's going to join up with who, and who's going to be a splinter team within a splinter team. But nothing that they show you in these trailers prepares you for anything that happens. Right from the beginning, we're on Thor's ship from the end of Ragnarok, and Thanos and the Black Order are killing all the Asgardians.
All of them.
We walk through, and there's dead bodies. We see Heimdall, and within seconds of seeing Heimdall, he's dead.
He's dead.
He's done.
And then Loki.
That's rushing a bit. But just that.
Oh, sorry.
But hold on. He dies. He totally dies. And it's crazy how they do it, because it is with a whimper.
Yeah, but before he dies, he opens the Bifrost one last time to get Hulk out of there.
Because Hulk got the shit kicked out of him.
Hulk gets murdered. Just beat the shit.
We talked about how Thor kicked the fuck out of Gladiator Hulk with his special powers. Thanos, with just Thanos, beats the fuck out of Thor so badly that Hulk is scared to come out of Banner.
Yeah.
You don't see him for the rest of the movie. That's it.
Yeah, it was like a cameo at the beginning. So that's one scene that cut out of the trailer, was it shows everyone charging and Hulk's in the group with Steve Rogers and everything.
I'm glad they did.
Not in there.
I'm glad they actually did that because it dekes people out.
It dekes people. I totally thought he was going to blow out of the Hulkbusters later on in the movie.
Well, because there was leaks where they were going to have that. He was going to bust out, which also would have been awesome.
Would have been awesome, but they kept him locked up.
They kept him locked up because he was scared shitless of Thanos.
And that was crazy.
That's
that
absolutely
Hulk was
crazy.
Like, no!
I don't think I've ever seen in comic books Hulk being afraid of anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Even Thanos.
Yeah.
Okay? Because I believe, actually, when Infinity Gauntlet hit, he was Smart Hulk. He wasn't regular Hulk. He was Banner-infused Hulk. And he wasn't afraid of Thanos.
So do you think this somewhat lessens Hulk now as the powerhouse that he is? Do you think it makes him look weak? Because, I was thinking about that later. I was just like, Hulk has always been the powerhouse, the go-to guy when you need the muscle.
Especially, I actually have
now,
to agree.
His last appearance in Ragnarok was Thor beating him up. And now here we have Thanos beating the shit out of him, and he sits the rest of the movie out. And refuses to come back out.
It definitely does. It definitely does, especially because they really build up Thor as the big powerhouse.
Big time.
He's now the
understandably so. Like,
he always should have been.
He always should have been.
He always should have been.
In the first Avengers, when you see Thor and Hulk fighting on the helicarrier, you're like, Thor's got to win this.
Well, for a guy who's
But
more
we
of a
weren't
Hulk
really
guy,
sure-
for a Hulk
sure.
guy, he's like, fuck Thor.
Yeah, and I was
You know?
always a Thor guy.
But yeah, he's been neutered a bit now.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to, when he does show up in Infinity or Avengers 4, which, yeah, there's an Infinity 4, an Avengers 4, Infinity 2, whatever you want to call it. But he's gonna have to just like run roughshod.
And I don't know I still don't know what they're going to call that movie. They refused to announce it. I thought they would have announced it after the end credits of this. Still won't do it. They said you got to wait. So I'm
Till
like,
next year.
what
But
is
like,
so crazy?
is it approximately a year away?
It's 1 year away. Yes.
Yeah.
So next summer, it's here. Is the title really going to spoil this movie?
Well, I mean, I think at this point now, how could it?
Yeah.
Because, well, like 1/3 of the cast is the only part alive.
Mm-hmm.
So how does it spoil it?
I don't know what they're going to do.
Also, I mean, we know there's some sort of a time travel thing because of the leaked footage.
Yep.
Which, I'll say, I really wish I never saw those. 100% wish I didn't see those.
I know.
You know?
Me too.
Because, like, I mean, in the comic books, yeah, he wipes out, like, almost everyone from existence.
Yeah.
And you got to see, Hulk killed, Spider-Man killed, Captain America killed, Wolverine killed. Like, just crazy amount of deaths in them, and then they were undone. So obviously we knew that these deaths, for the most part, aren't going to be final, especially for Spider-Man.
They're not going to be final, because everything in the movie went the opposite of what we were expecting. We were looking at the old crew going, who's going to die? Is it going to be Cap,
Yeah.
Iron Man, maybe Thor? And then it ended up being all the new kids on the
They
block.
wiped out every single new one,
Except
except
Rocket.
for the original 5 Avengers.
Yeah. The
And
originals are
Ant-Man
there.
and Hawkeye.
Yeah, obviously Ant-Man Kicker is still around because his movie's about to take
Yeah.
place.
Now, I mean, yeah, we know Spider-Man Academy. Is that what they're Homecoming 2? So we know that Peter Parker doesn't die.
Yeah.
However, that one was one of the most heartbreaking deaths in the whole movie.
Oh, it really was. Just because it was... And everyone thought in that scene, like they showed that quick clip in the first Avengers Infinity War trailer where Iron Man was like holding someone's hand, like you can see Tony Stark's face.
Yeah.
Everyone assumed Pepper Potts.
Yep.
Which was a great assumption.
Yep.
I never thought it'd be him watching this 15-year-old kid just like disintegrate in front of him.
Yep.
Screaming, I don't want to go, you know.
Yeah.
Like, that was holy shit. Like, I know he's not dead. I know, like, his
I know
sequel,
he's not
his sequel's
going to
already
stay
announced
dead.
to Homecoming. So
Regardless,
yeah.
I know he's not going to stay dead, but that one got me.
That really got me.
hard.
It really got me. Also, Black Panther going, and then
That was a surprise too.
and then what's her name?
Oh,
Okoye or
Okoye? Yeah, I think so.
Okoye?
Yeah.
Just the look on her face as she saw her king just disappear in front of her.
Yeah,
And this is like 3 months after Black Panther became one of the biggest movies in history. That's
exactly.
gone.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit!
Gamora?
Gamora falling. Now she fell to her death.
Gamora falling to her. But that's
I think she's stuck in the Soul
the
Stone.
trade-off, though. The trade-off, though. Didn't see that coming.
No.
Didn't see Red Skull coming.
Red Skull. Holy shit! Me and you were just fucking like, holy fuck! I couldn't hold my
I
excitement
was
in.
out loud going, "Holy fuck! It's the Red Skull!"
Yeah.
Couldn't believe that.
And the guy that got the plan, I don't remember his name, but
I don't remember his name, but
he nailed Hugo Weaving.
he was so good that I was like, "It's fucking Hugo Weaving."
It's gotta be
Oh
Hugo
my God.
Weaving.
And it's not.
And it
It's
wasn't.
not Hugo Weaving.
No.
I've read some reviews where they said it was Hugo Weaving, and I was like, man, that's how good this guy was.
Yeah.
So
Like,
good.
the voice, the look, everything. Red
You know?
Skull's little appearance. And that was a great surprise because
Great
we
surprise.
kind of had an idea, not so much the deaths, but we had an idea of what was going to happen in this movie as far as appearances and
Yep.
beats and
Yep.
Red Skull appearing. Like when he first came on, he was a cloaked figure. I was like, who is this? It's either someone we already know or like it's a secret.
Or it's death.
I thought maybe it'd be the Surfer because there's that little Metacritic fucking thing going
Yep.
around.
Yep.
Maybe Norton Rad. No idea. Rad.
Norton Rad.
Norton Rad.
Yeah.
Ed Norton Rad.
Yeah, Ed Norton Rad.
Yeah.
This whole movie sucks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rewrite the whole thing. By the way, paint me in silver. But
Yeah.
you're not the Silver Surfer. I am now.
I am now, bitch.
I am now the Silver Surfer.
Yes.
Anyway.
I need a spoiler on my board.
Spoiler. Nice. Nice.
But yeah, no, Red Skull appearing blew my mind.
Like, it's really hard to actually quantify how good this movie was, aside from, like, literally using the time. This is almost a 3-hour movie.
Yeah, and
I
it does
never
not
once
feel it.
felt like, whoa, this has been 3
No.
hours.
No, there's
You know?
so little like slowdown in the movie. Like,
Well, because they're jumping from
I think
one
all these
group of
big things
characters
going
to
on.
another group of characters, then back to the original group, and
Yeah.
then splitting off and going back, and it's just and the special effects were almost perfect.
Mhm.
I think the only part that was a little dodgy for me was the CGI on Red Skull's face. I
Okay,
knew right away it was CGI
and not makeup,
and not makeup.
prosthetics. Yeah,
I knew right away, and I was mad that I could tell right away. But like
which
everything
could be
else,
why he looks so much like Hugo Weaving.
but even still, that's
Yeah.
fine, whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, that was one where I was like, okay.
Yeah,
Other than that, I don't think there was any other scene like, and this is like, I'd say 90% CGI.
Oh, this movie, yeah, they're in front of a fucking green.
Like 90% CGI, even like 90% of the cast is CGI.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not 90%, but
No.
like Iron Man is CGI from the neck down,
Spider-Man CGI.
almost
A
exclusively from the
majority
neck
of Doctor
down.
Strange is CGI.
Yep,
So you're looking at Groot, Rocket, Thanos,
Groot, Rocket, Thanos.
the whole Black Order. You
Thanos
know,
looked amazing. Yeah, the whole Black Order.
They're all-
Actually,
yeah.
the chick, I can't remember what her name was.
Proxima Midnight.
Yes.
Okay.
When they did close-ups on her face, that's where the CGI was a little dodgy.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I loved what they did.
Oh, still amazing. I mean, it's not Steppenwolf quality,
No, and I liked Steppenwolf. I liked that the
but
CGI
he was clear
a
as
little rough.
clear as day CGI.
Yeah, but I liked that it was a little bit rough. Like it gave him a little bit more of an alien feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously with the amount of budget they blew on this movie, they should have made him look a lot better. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this real quick. My only complaints was the scene where Captain America is holding Thanos' hand
Right.
and then gets punched by Thanos and still lives. He should not have been able to physically be able to actually almost hold his hand back because there's no indication that Thanos is holding back. It doesn't give any indication that he's holding back.
It kind of looks like he is, though. It doesn't really look like he's putting a lot of effort in when he's coming
But
down.
the punch,
It was a solid punch to the
he
head.
beat the fuck out of the Hulk.
It was a solid punch to the head.
Like, laid out the Hulk to the point where the Hulk's like, I'm a hiding banner. I'm
Mhm.
good.
Mm-hmm.
The Hulk is not the strongest there is. See you guys later.
It actually would have been better if he was knocked out, and then Bucky came to him. And it's like Steve, and then he just starts to come to and sees Bucky vanish in front of him.
I think that would have made more sense because, yeah, Steve is a super soldier, but really all that means is that he's just stronger than most people.
Or if he would have put on the helmet for that one scene, threw the helmet on, Thanos' punch cracks the helmet in half,
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah. Even
You know,
throwing up one of his arm shields, half
Something.
shields, something.
Just the
But a
catch.
full-on punch, and it was the same with was it Black Widow? With Proxima Midnight. She took a punch from Proxima Midnight. I remember thinking, like, you are the most human out of all of us.
Yeah.
That should have... If it didn't kill her, it should have really fucked her up.
Yeah.
Like, she's in the hospital.
Yeah.
Not...
Like your arm is out of the socket or something.
yeah, not
It's
like, everyone's dead. What the fuck's going on here?
Mhm.
You know, like, Steve... I'm not happy that he shrugged it off like that because, you know, like, I find sometimes they play fast and loose with how strong he is or how weak he is.
Yeah.
You know? And usually for the writers, especially because they wrote him all the way through, they're usually pretty consistent. It's in the Avengers movies I find that that's where it gets a little bit weirder.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, like, I remember there was a couple of times where, in Age of Ultron, where Cap is fighting all of the robots, and he's able to, like, punch through them and stuff like that, and I remember thinking, are you that strong?
I think Cap is that strong. I mean, we did have that scene in Civil War where he's holding back the helicopter. He's strong.
He's strong,
Like, he's
yes.
fucking strong.
But
But
if you
still,
remember the
to
power
take a punch
ratings,
to the head.
if you remember the power ratings
Yes.
from the Marvel cards, Cap was always I think he was a 2, in strength level of 2,
Was he 2?
or was he 4?
I want to say he was a 4.
No, he was a 4, that's right.
Because
Thanos is a 7.
Spidey was a 4 as well.
That's right.
And I believe that Cap and Spidey would be on the same level of strength. Thanos was a 7.
Thanos was a
100%.
7. Hulk
You
was a
get a
7.
punch from a
Thor
fist.
was a 7. Yeah.
You know, he should.
I'm a tough guy, but if I get a full-on punch from you,
Yeah.
I'm not going to be like, I can do this all day. I'm going to be sitting it out for a while, possibly in a coma. Possibly.
We'll never test that theory though.
No.
So sorry.
No, we won't.
So that bugged you? Is that the only thing that really bugged you?
That's pretty much the only thing that really bugged me.
Okay.
No, the other thing kind of bugs me, and this is just because we know that most of these deaths aren't final. Was it kind? And this is where I was like wrestling with it emotionally, because I was like, on the one hand, those deaths were shocking, and Spider-Man's got me hard.
Yes.
Okay, like we talked about this in the Homecoming thing, where he's crying, like he's literally like, he's not like, I'm not crying, he's full on crying, like, I'm sorry, Mr. Stark, you know, I don't want to die, I don't want this to happen, and you're like, oh my god, I don't want you to die either, and Stark, you know, that's on him, right? And he has to sit there and look at him and go, I can't do anything, I can literally just hold you into nothing, right? I'm the one who brought you into this. I'm the one who gave you this Iron Spider suit. Sure, I told you to get the fuck out, but...
You're a kid. I should have known you wouldn't listen.
Exactly. Like, you should have made a protocol in that suit where you're like, go home. Suit goes home.
Yeah, really, right? You got a death mode in the other one, but you don't have a fucking go home mode?
Yeah. You don't have a protocol where Stark overrides, so when you say, go home, the suit's
You're
just
going fucking home.
Sorry, Pete, we gotta go home.
Now, regardless... Spidey Pete would have still fucking vanished on Earth or up in space.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
He pulled the short straw.
But everyone in this movie is better than they were in their other movies, except for Cap. I think I liked him better in Winter Soldier. And Civil War.
Well, he's in a weird spot in this movie.
He's in a weird spot.
I still fucking loved him though. Like that when his first appearance in the movie, when the train goes by and he's just standing there and he walks out of the shadows. I was just like, yes! So pumped.
Because they dragged him out. You didn't see him right away.
No, you didn't. You knew he was going to come.
You knew he was going to come.
Because Banner made that call.
Yep. The other thing is the weird shield things he has. I didn't like those.
No.
I would have gone for like a hollow shield. Any sort of
a hollow shield would have been great.
Shield, like a brand new vibranium shield, because of Wakanda being literally the sole provider of vibranium.
Yeah, because those weren't really shields; they were like fucking
arm guards,
wrist protectors.
They were arm guards. You know,
there was nothing for them to throw.
Yeah, you know, it's like I get that he's not Captain America. I get that he's in a different place.
Yeah.
The fight scenes that he was in still felt like Captain America. Like he wasn't suddenly kicking guys in the nuts and breaking necks and shit.
Yeah.
So at least there was that. But, yeah, I think I would have preferred if it was a full-on shield. You know? Even if it was like these two things, and then he just kind of went like that, and then boom, he had a full-on shield, he could throw that. But... I mean, these are just minor little quibbles because, like, Cap's one of my favorite characters. So obviously, I'm gonna be like, Iron Man's not one of my favorite characters. He's up there though. But his bleeding edge suit.
That's a cool suit. That's a cool suit.
Looked awesome when he pulled out the extra artillery.
Yeah.
And just let loose. I was like, holy shit! Like this is like an Iron Man, Thor, and Guardians movie.
It is.
If you really think about it. With a splash of Doctor Strange and Spider-Man.
You want to knock it down to like the 5 characters with most screen time. You got Thanos.
Yep.
Easily Thanos. Gamora, second.
Naturally.
Doctor Strange, third.
Yeah.
And then I would say Thor, Iron Man.
Thor and Iron Man are close touch. One of my favorite things about with Thor though is so after Ragnarok and we shat all over Thor's character.
Yes.
Almost exclusively shat all over him. The second that we see him in this movie, he's Thor. He's Thor.
He's not Jock Thor.
No.
He had a couple little jokes in the movie, which were the same type of jokes he would have had before.
In any other movie that he was in prior, it would have been the same type of jokes.
Yep, just a little lighthearted.
My favorite part, though, is when Rocket is like, okay, I gotta be the captain now. And he's just like, hey, so you lost your dad, huh? You lost your brother, your sister, everybody. And you see Thor break for half a second, and then he just kind of tries to laugh it off, like, yeah, well...
Because he laughed it off with the Loki part.
Yeah.
He's like, my brother, Though he has pulled that trick on me before, but I think this time it's permanent.
He's
or
trying to
whatever.
make light of it,
Yeah.
but he's breaking. You see him, like, he's tearing up.
Yeah.
And immediately I was like, okay, like, this
Thor.
Thor.
That is fucking Thor. And then he gets the eye.
Then he gets the eye, which I laughed so hard.
Rock's
I
like-
just have this eye. Why don't you use that?
Rocket.
Nobody says anything.
Yeah.
He plops it in. He's like, you probably should have watched that
Yeah,
first.
I want to watch that.
I
So
was
good.
laughing so fucking
So good.
hard. And like, so Ragnarok was wall-to-wall humor.
Mhm.
Almost too much humor.
Too much.
Okay? I mean, even more so than any of the Guardians movies.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, easily.
Right? This movie, those Russo brothers and those writers, they literally sat there and they figured it out because it was like serious, a couple of little jokes,
Yep.
serious, maybe a big laugh out loud joke.
Yep.
But for the most part, this is a very lightheartedly dark movie.
It's a dark movie. This is easily the darkest Marvel movie.
It is the darkest Marvel movie.
Easily.
You know? But like I was saying, like, Spider-Man's amazing in this movie.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Pun intended.
Yep.
Thor's amazing in this movie.
Yep.
When he gets that heroic thing at the end with the Stormbringer?
Breaker.
It is Stormbreaker.
So, and you know what? It looked awesome.
It looked awesome.
And the way that we need the handle, and Groot steps up to make the handle.
That was awesome.
Cuts
I
his
don't
arm
fucking
off.
care. That was so cool.
Yeah, that was really cool.
So cool. For a guy that's not a huge Thor fan, that was like, holy shit, this feels awesome. Like, it's like you think
He took on the power of a fucking star. Like,
you're gonna win, like this is it, you're gonna win, and then boom happens and it's over.
Yeah.
Like, man, like there's just so much fucking good in this movie.
This is a perfect fucking movie.
Doctor Strange,
Perfect. Doctor Strange,
like I said,
didn't like Doctor
in
Strange
Ragnarok.
Doctor Strange.
In Ragnarok, I was like, yeah, more of him. We
More of
got
that.
more of him.
Oh,
He was awesome.
perfect amount of that.
I loved
Calls
it when
Tony
he
Stark
just
a douchebag.
cold-cocked Tony Stark, calling him a douchebag.
Yeah.
And then, like, Tony gets lit up the entire movie.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange lights him up. Star-Lord lights him up hard.
Yeah, that's
You
great.
know?
That's
Although the
great.
Star-Lord Thor interaction was fucking hilarious.
So good. We lowers his voice.
Are you lowering your voice? What? No, this is how we always talk.
He's making fun of me.
It's like, what the fuck? It was so
So great.
funny. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know how the Guardians, because Guardians Volume 3 is happening.
Guardians Volume 3 is happening. I feel like Guardians Volume 3, I know your prediction is that she's going to be in the Soul Stone. I don't feel like she's going to be in the Soul Stone. I feel like she's one of the deaths that are still going to take.
Mm.
I feel like when they get the Infinity Gauntlet, turn back time, do whatever, hers is still going to take because she died
She died outside of it.
before he did the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's going to take, and I feel like that is the plot of Guardians 3.
But we did see the part in the movie at the end when, everything goes boom, and Thanos gets transported into like this yellow area.
Wakanda.
Little Gamora is there.
I felt like, oh, yeah,
Right?
That's right.
And it was all yellow, like
That's
Soul
right.
Stone. So that makes me think her soul is trapped in the stone.
Okay, alright.
But we'll see how it plays out.
I'm going to agree to disagree, but yeah, you got something there.
Yeah.
But
And she goes, was it worth it? The little girl, little Gamora.
yeah, what did you have to sacrifice?
And he doesn't answer her. He doesn't say
He
if it
doesn't
was
say-
worth it or not.
No, but he says everything. What'd you have to sacrifice? Everything.
Everything.
Was it worth it?
And it shows him kind of at the end, smiling, Thanos. But I feel like he's going to be lonely.
Well, I mean, that's kind of a similar beat to what he had when in the first one.
Yeah.
Like in the actual comic books, because, he was courting death, did
Yeah.
that, wiped everybody out,
Yeah.
sat down, looked at the sunrise, and was like, yeah. And then that was it. He didn't need the Infinity Gauntlet anymore because he did what he wanted to do, and that was that,
I don't know how Avengers 4 is going to play out, and I don't know how... I mean, obviously, Spidey and Black Panther will come back. Their sequels are already announced. They're going to be
Yep.
back. I don't know how Guardians is going to play out.
I feel like Guardians is going to be like the Search for Spock. This is going to be
And
the
I
Search
honestly
for Gamora.
think that if Hemsworth wants to stick around, throw him with the Guardians.
No,
Or at least have an appearance in the Guardians movie.
he could do an appearance in the Guardians, but I feel like he and Valkyrie could start making more as Guardians. Or maybe they could hunt down Sif.
Also, Valkyrie, was she not on the ship at the end of Ragnarok?
I thought she was.
But she's nowhere here.
Nowhere. They don't even mention her.
Where the fuck is she?
They don't even bring her up.
Yeah. That was weird.
That was weird.
That was weird to me.
That was weird.
Also, how he called Heimdall his best friend when he said, "My best friend died." Got stabbed to the chest. You still don't remember the Warriors 3 or Sif.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You know, the three dudes that you literally grew up with where you guys were drinking.
Heimdall was not your best friend. He was the dude at the end of the bridge that you chatted with every now and then.
Yeah, like I don't...
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. I remember thinking, like, best friend, that was weird, but then I was like when you're watching it, you're just, yeah, that's weird, and then you're right back into
it clicked
the movie.
in. I was like,
like,
and I was just like, Warriors 3, really? And then I was right back.
That's right.
I'm thinking right now, I love everything about the movie. Love it, love it, love it. I have one little complaint, and my one little complaint is Thor shows up with the Stormbreaker right when the fucking, on Earth Avengers needs him. Comes down, boom! Everything,
Yep.
He's kicking ass.
Yep.
Thanos shows up. Captain America's like, something's going on. Everybody on me. Everybody is on Cap. Everybody on that fucking field is on Cap, except Thor.
Yeah.
And where is Thor during this whole time? Nobody knows because he doesn't show up until Thanos has the final gem.
Yeah.
Or stone.
Yeah, that's right.
That
right.
was weird.
Right. Yeah. I never even
weird.
thought of that.
Where was Thor?
Where was Thor this whole time? Where it's just like, I'll get there.
Yeah, I'll get there when it's too late, guys.
Don't worry. I'll jam it in his chest.
Yeah. Now it was cool.
That was
when
cool.
he was coming down and Thanos pulled up the gauntlet, boom, and he cut right through it, came down. That was cool. I, should have aimed for the arm, should chop the arm off. I literally kind of thought we were going to see a chopping of Thanos' arm.
I did not think that was going to happen. I actually thought we were going to get I actually thought Thor was going to die there. Because I thought because he's got the axe part of the hammer in him, and Thanos is like, should have went for the head, which
kind of thought.
I was like, okay, well, I don't know why you didn't, but okay.
Yeah.
Especially because now, I guess Disney's playing fast and loose with on-screen deaths.
Yeah.
Because there was no mistake in that was in his chest. Like there was no mistake in Killmonger.
Yeah.
Full on in his chest, right? But anyway, I thought it was going to be one of these deals where now he's like going to hold one arm.
Yep.
And that's the hammer arm, and then smash, break his neck or something. Or even just, it's gruesome, but cave his skull in. Because he was going to at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
But
that was my only problem.
Yeah, that was, it's
everybody,
now you
everybody was over there. Everybody.
That's
even
right.
Fucking Banner in the Hulkbuster armor. Everybody was over with Cap.
That was pretty cool. Banner in the Hulkbuster armor.
That was awesome.
That was really cool. Because then it's you get Banner being like, oh, this is what it's like to be the Hulk?
Yeah.
Wow!
It's kind of cool. I kind of like this.
Hulk, you want to come out? No, you're still good?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, understandable. Okay, you got your ass kicked. I get it. So yeah,
Black Panther got a short
he was in it probably the least amount.
But he just came off his own movie.
Yeah.
So it's...
I mean, honestly, they were probably shooting Infinity War at the same time they were shooting Black Panther.
Yeah, and the more I think about it, the more I think it's just, it's no wonder some of these guys are like, look, I love the character. I just don't want to be Cap for a while.
Yeah.
I've been Cap nonstop for 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
I've done one movie other than this.
Yeah.
And that was, I think it was 3 weeks. 3 weeks to
do that. I think he did a couple little indie movies in there.
But I think he's been not Cap for 2 movies, maybe total 6 months.
Yeah.
Of his entire life for the last, and I mean.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Yeah. Well, it's not even that. It's the grind too.
It's a grind. You're working hard. You got to keep your body in top shape.
It's when you think about it, because then it's okay, so he did first Avenger, right?
Yep.
Then he did Avengers.
Yep.
Then he did immediately Winter Soldier.
Yeah, so those 3 were right in a row. Boom. Then he got a year break until Age of Ultron. Except he did do the cameo in Dark World.
Yep. But I mean, that's maybe a 2 weeks tops.
Yeah. So then they did Age of Ultron. There was Ant-Man. Boom. Right back into Civil War.
Yeah.
Boom.
And then
right
nonstop
back
after that.
Yeah. And then he had the cameo in Homecoming.
Yep. Which is hilarious.
And then a whole year of 2 Avengers movies back to back.
Yeah.
I can understand why you'd be like, I gotta take a break.
Any one of them.
I gotta take a break.
Even Robert Downey Jr., for him to not be Tony Stark, I'm amazed he hasn't got to that point yet. But I know $50 million a movie does sort of...
Yeah, well, the money's one thing. But I mean, at the same time, Marvel pulled Downey out of a very bad spot. His career was pretty much done.
Yeah, it was Favreau.
No,
it was Favreau.
Evans has been pretty solid with his career. So when he took on Captain America, I was like, wow, I didn't think he would do another superhero movie.
Yeah.
Glad he
but
did.
the amount of money that he's made doing it too. He can pretty much do whatever he wants for the rest of his life.
Absolutely.
You know, and then still be able to come back if he wanted to within a certain window.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like, I mean, Cap is one of those ones. Cap and Thor are two where you know that there's like you can't age playing these characters. It's like Superman.
Yeah, especially now that Thor revealed his age in this movie, 1,500 years old.
Yeah, but like I mean, he can't age too much otherwise. It's like Wolverine.
Yeah.
Prime example. He wants to play this character for the rest of his life, but can't because he's old.
He's old.
You know?
I mean, you know.
The healing factor slows down only so much.
Yeah.
Right? But, so I get that, but,
whereas Tony Stark can age like a normal guy.
Yeah, exactly. He
so it
can age
makes
like
sense
a
why
normal
you
guy.
would see him getting older.
Right.
Yeah. So let's just quickly go over the deaths in this movie. Just I'm gonna say blew our mind. So Hemdale, did you see it coming?
Hemdale, I didn't see it coming, but I didn't really care.
Didn't really care. Loki.
That one, we talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
I said he had to die. He had to die.
I thought I knew he was going to be the first death.
He had to die so that like Thanos could be the guy.
Yeah.
You can't have anyone in the movie with Loki without people going, yeah, but Loki. So I had said before he has to die. When he did die,
yeah,
and he was the second one to die. Hemdale was first.
Hemdale was the first.
Yeah.
I thought Loki was going to be the first.
Yeah, but and they do that tease where he's gonna like try to work with Thanos, and then he drops the dagger, and I was like, okay, so he's dead, and it's a very low key sort of way to kill him, where he just grabs him,
chokes
and
him,
just
his face just goes blue,
slowly but surely, and then finally it's
drops
done.
the dead body in front of Thor. It was pretty brutal. But he had a great story arc. He totally redeemed himself from his first appearance to this.
100%. Like, I mean,
at the end, he was a hero.
Yeah.
At the end.
Exactly. His whole intention was to kill Thanos, or Thanos. I keep saying Thanos, and I've always said Thanos.
It switches around. Like I always said Thanos.
I always said Thanos. I've never Thanos. It's harder for me to say Thanos.
Thanos. I always said Thanos. I don't know.
But anyway.
Thanos.
Potato.
Bam! Nailed it.
French fries. I don't know why. So yeah, Loki dying. I said he had to do it, but it was still kind of rough to see him go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because he's consistently been one of the best things that's come out of this.
Yeah, easily. And it's like
they're all really good.
He had a good run.
Yeah, but like I said, he had to die, so he did, and that's that.
So from there, we're gonna go. I guess
the rest of the remaining Asgardians too.
Yeah, they're all gone.
They're all gone.
Valkyrie, who knows what happened with her?
She's probably off riding a rocket, drinking some booze. I don't know.
I'm sure they'll explain.
Lamenting
in
the
her
fact
next
that she
appearance
didn't.
Where she was.
If she has a next appearance, because they might just Warriors 3 her and never mention her again.
True.
The Sif treatment. Yeah, that's what we'll call it.
The Sif treatment.
The Sif treatment.
Oh yeah. Who do we got next on the death card? Let's see.
Well,
I
next
guess
up,
Black Order kind of.
Yeah.
Black Order they were awesome looking. I knew they were going to die. I mean, obviously they were going to die.
They had to serve a purpose. They had to basically slow down everyone till Thanos showed up.
Yeah.
You know, like, they were there to obviously kill as many people as they can, but they're really just fleet of people.
Yeah.
Okay? The torture guy, what was his name?
Yeah, see, there was
Obsidian?
Call Obsidian or something?
Call Obsidian, something like that. He was great.
He was the best one.
He was the best one.
He was creepy.
Oh,
so creepy.
He had that, like,
the way he moved. You know what? Kind of. I'm going to go back to Buffy for a second here, but do you ever remember that old episode, the TV show?
Oh.
Do you remember the episode Hush with those creepy guys that float around and take people's voices so they can't scream?
No.
Horrifyingly creepy.
Really?
Like he had the same movements and everything that they had.
I thought I agree. Like that was, he looked creepy.
Yeah.
He looked like that skeezy, like you sit beside that guy in the bus and you're like, I'm probably gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably gonna get raped or whatever. You know?
Hopefully not raped.
These days you never know.
now.
But anyway,
Keep talking in a second.
are you gonna take a shit?
No, I'm not gonna take shit. Or will I? I got. I'm so paranoid.
I know.
I'm so fucking paranoid now.
He was the best one. Proxima Midnight was also really good.
Yeah, she was cool. The big dude.
The big dude was a big dude.
He was just a muscle.
He was a big dude. They dumped him off in the Arctic with one arm.
Yeah, and then he came back with like a metallic arm or something later.
Yeah, and I remember just being like, how the fuck did that happen?
How'd they find
But okay,
him?
alright, whatever.
Yeah, he's back.
At least they referenced it.
A nice steak with the other guy there, where they think he's dead, but really he's inside with Vision. What was his name?
Huh.
I forget his name. He was also somewhat creepy though, that one. Yeah, like a...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like a...
Yeah. He was alright.
He had a goblin look to him or something.
Yeah, he was okay. He had a goblin look to him.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
Okay, yeah.
So that's the Black Order. Black Order, I knew they were going to die.
They had to.
And the torture dude, creepiest of the bunch, easily.
His death was really cool, though.
He had a cool death.
Aliens. I was like, that's awesome. And then as soon as they did it, I was like, this is so great. So his death was cool.
Yeah.
It was one of the first times, like, when the bad guy died, I was like, okay, all right.
That was cool. And that's the first time the Iron Spider arms popped out, too.
Yeah.
Was when he went to save
And that was
Doc.
awesome.
That was cool.
That was so cool. Who else?
I guess next would be Gamora, right?
Yeah, that would have to be next.
For natural deaths.
And that one, as soon as he said soul for soul, I was like, son of a bitch.
And she was laughing, and I was like, Gamora.
I was like, son of a bitch. And yeah, she's like, ha ha ha, you're screwed.
You love nothing. And you could see Thanos, a tear fall. And then she's like, why are you crying? Oh, shit.
Yeah. And for her to even like sit there and be like, you love nothing. Ha ha ha.
I'm sorry, little one, or whatever he said.
Yeah. Like even just the snippets where, he takes her from her mom, but then raises her as if she's his own. Mm-hmm. And you saw what he did to Nebula.
Oh, that was gross.
When
she was all
another one of his
floating
adopted daughters.
Yeah.
Or no, she's actually...
That's his actual daughter.
That's his blood daughter. That's right. So, like, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's fucked. Like, I mean, yeah, sure, in the comic books, he just routinely tortured her because. Mm-hmm. Okay. But in this one, yeah, he tortured her for info, but that was crazy.
Yeah. So,
like, and this is a Disney movie.
It was dark.
Yeah, so like,
it was dark.
But yeah, so Gamora's death was one of the first to actually make me go, man, because
I didn't see it coming.
I didn't see it coming.
I didn't think they were gonna kill her.
It's before the snap. She didn't have the fadeaway ending. That's why I feel like the story is gonna continue in Guardians 3.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be a search for Gamora. I feel like that would make more sense. Or if anything,
true.
Maybe not necessarily a search for Gamora. Maybe it's Star-Lord like trying to desperately to bring her back, even though he can't. Mm-hmm. And that's the whole purpose of the movie, But she's one of the ones where I feel like you can't. The cast is so good together. I have a hard time believing that the cast won't get back together.
Plus, she's the only female in the group.
Mantis.
Oh yeah, Mantis. And maybe Nebula now, because she did live.
Yep.
She didn't vaporize.
And maybe Nebula, but even still, because they're just 3 movies and that's it. They're just contractually obligated to those 3 movies plus Avengers.
6 movies.
3 and oh really?
I think 6 is the lowest for the deals.
Yeah, that's right. It's either 6 or 9.
6 movie deal or 9 movie deal.
Yeah.
And as far as I know, the only people to sign 9 movie deals were Sebastian Stan as Winter Soldier and Nick Fury.
Yeah. Although we've never heard about Scarlett Johansson.
No, we don't really know. I'm going to assume she was 6 like the rest.
Yeah.
Who came, she kind of came in the same time. She actually started in Iron Man 2 before. She showed us, she was in the movies before Capra.
This makes no sense now because...
I think it was a 6
Chris
movie
Evans
deal.
7. He's 7 now.
He's 7, but the cameos apparently don't count.
But he's still 7 because of Avengers 4.
Right. He signed on to do Avengers 4.
Oh, he did the Tony Stark.
He
or
did
the
he
Robert
said
Downey
he said
Jr.
I'll do the one more and then I'm retiring. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
So
okay. So let's not get
so Gamora died.
Yep.
She was the last natural death, I believe.
I want to say yeah.
And before we continue with the deaths, I just want to say how brutal the Reality Stone part was. Well, I guess Collector died. Because when the Reality Stone switches back,
yeah.
What Thanos did to fucking Drax and Mantis and all them, and they're all like, they just like fell. That was gross.
It was so gross.
That was gross.
Straight out of the comic books.
Yeah.
It wasn't Drax and Mantis that had that happen to them. It was no, it was Drax, but Mantis wasn't the one.
No,
someone else.
It was probably what's her name?
I can't remember now. But regardless,
yeah,
I did not see that coming. That was so gross. And even when they got back together, it was still like, just
like,
gross.
Very gross. So yeah, natural deaths. I believe that's it. Oh, I guess Vision.
Vision, yes.
Vision was that was sick.
That was gross.
Because Wanda worked so hard to get him out of there, destroys the stone, and Thanos is just like brings him back, and then rips apart his fucking like just
boom, the whole section.
Yeah, just
straight out of the comic books, ripped out his whole fucking guts.
Yeah.
Just oof.
Yeah. Ugh.
And he got fucked up through the whole movie.
Yeah, I felt pretty bad for Vision.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
So yeah, so he's before the snap as well.
So Vision is gone.
I feel like he's gone.
I feel like that's it for Paul Bettany in the Marvel Universe, because Jarvis is also gone.
Yep. I think so too. Oh, here's one thing. This is just a minor gripe. When Tony Stark put on his Google glasses, I thought they looked stupid.
They looked dumb.
I was like, man, Tony, like you can pretty much pull off any look except that look. You look retarded. That actually bugged me. Oh, here's something I just thought of too. So they're on Titan, right?
Yep.
Titan's an alien planet.
But apparently there's oxygen on it.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I could at least have someone say, oh, I could breathe the air. I mean, I know it's a superhero movie and you have to see their faces all the time.
You could have had Star-Lord say something like, oh, yeah, you don't need your helmet, guys.
Yeah.
You can breathe here.
Check this out.
Because Star-Lord would know
I can
where
breathe.
you can breathe.
You know?
Yeah.
Instead, nobody even blinked. There was no hesitation. It was just masks off, breathing.
Mm-hmm.
That part, that actually took me out of it because I was like, nah, I'm gonna say something.
Yeah. I
mean, like, the whole purpose of those costumes were so that, like Peter, for instance, could breathe in space.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, I get you want to see emotion, take the mask off. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with that. You don't see that ever in the comic books. But in movies, I'm okay with it.
Yep.
As long as it makes sense. That part there, I was like, and they didn't even have to have their masks off anyway.
No, well, I mean, I guess Tony did, because he was getting fucking beat to shit. Like, how the fucking suit just kept regenerating and falling apart and regenerating. It's just like...
That was cool.
That was a cool fight. Really cool. That was a really cool fight. That's probably my favorite fight with Iron Man ever.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's getting beat.
Yeah.
Horribly.
Yeah. And
stabbed, too. Like, I thought it was over for him.
Oh, yeah.
Especially because they had that scene where Doctor Strange was like, look, guys, if it comes down to it, and it's the Time Stone or you two fuckers, you're done.
You're done. But then he looks at the millions of different ways it could end, and he goes, there's only one where we win. And I think that one where he wins, I have to give up the stone, and I have to give up my life.
Well, that's just it. Like, as soon as he does that speech, you know right away, he's going to get to a point where he's going to choose them over the stone, okay? Mm-hmm. But as soon as he said there was one where we win, and then he gives up the stone, I immediately was like, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Because, like, at least they didn't do that thing where, you know, they were together long enough where Doctor Strange was like, nah, these guys are cool. I think they're all right. They're worth saving. You know what I mean? At no point in time did I feel like that was the case. I felt like he was literally like, well, in order for me to protect the Time Stone, I gotta give it up.
Yeah.
Because we get it back.
He saw the one end. And the one end had to be Tony Stark has to live.
Yeah. So now we were talking about it with with Doctor Strange, and oh wait, we will be talking about it with Doctor Strange. That's right.
We did talk about it.
Yeah. In a previous world, timeline, alternate universe, whatever.
Yeah. Before the snap.
That's right. Before the snap. I feel like that's probably why we haven't heard of a Doctor Strange 2.
Right. I think Doctor Strange 2 is definitely up in the air.
I think because, well, we mentioned how Captain America got a short shift. Well, he's going to get a bigger one in Avengers 4. He's
Right.
going to go out with a bang. Everyone's going to be like, Captain America's awesome. And then when he dies, they're going to be like crying their fucking faces off. But I also think that Doctor Strange is going to be huge in this movie.
Yeah. Because he was huge in this. I couldn't believe the amount he did in this movie.
And he was awesome every step of the way.
He was awesome. I was rooting for Doctor Strange. Never in my life would I have expected that.
No.
I don't like Doctor Strange.
No.
I think he's a douchebag. I don't think he's a great character.
I was a huge fan of him in the comic
books. The whole
books.
magic thing of the Marvel Universe, I don't really give a shit about it.
Yeah,
like,
not really a big thing for me.
Do
I do love that it's like martial arts moves that he's doing.
Yes.
I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
But like, even just some of the things where he's making like platforms in the air for Star-Lord to get up and jump around and stuff like that. Like, it's funny because like they all work in different teams and yet they all teamed up well together. Every single one of them.
Exactly.
You know?
I really the editing and cinematography in this is amazing.
So now we get to the darkest part of the whole fucking thing, when the snap hits.
The snap and the vanishing, I guess we'll call it.
Yeah, we'll call it the vanishing. I like
think
that.
That's cool. The
vanishing because
you know, the first one that disappeared was Bucky. He was the first, and I was just like, "Holy shit, it's happening!"
Yeah,
It's
did not think
happening.
Like, I thought we would see like a massive scale of people just dying.
Yeah. First, you got Thor go, "What did you do?" Like, he knew it was coming.
Yeah, but like you, especially because you came off that horrible end for Vision.
Yeah.
You know.
Gross.
And it's so weird because he's an android, and yet you're like, oh, ugh, that's gross.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And then you see Bucky go.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see, everyone go.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Bucky goes. Star-Lord goes.
Yeah, up on the planet, it was Star-Lord, Spidey, Doc Strange. Oh, Drax.
That's right.
Mantis. You had Groot disappear, and Rock going Groot.
Yeah.
You know? So Groot disappeared.
So he loses Groot twice.
Falcon, War Machine.
Like,
Black Panther.
They just keep hitting, you know?
And I was just like, holy shit.
Doctor Strange really surprised me with that one. Like how, because he was such a focal point, and then he's gone.
Yeah.
You know? And that's even harder because we just talked about it. He sees that he's going. Yes, he knows he's got to come back. At least somehow they win. Maybe he doesn't see that he comes back, right? But either way, he goes.
And I think, they had to keep Nebula around because they got to get Stark off this planet. Who's going to do it?
Yeah,
Nebula.
no, it makes perfect sense.
They had to keep Rocket around, because who's going to lead these Avengers into space? Rocket.
That's right. Or never mind space, just wherever.
Yeah,
right?
Wherever. So
because Rocket is where again? He's on
Earth.
He's on Earth. That's right.
Yeah.
The Bucky move.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was great.
Oh man, but so Rocket is still alive, which is fucked.
Yeah. The one Guardian.
Guardian is still alive, and it's Rocket.
Yeah.
The main core Avengers are still alive.
Yeah.
So everyone else goes, but yeah, like you mentioned earlier, when Okoye sees her king go, and the look on her face is like, fuck.
They didn't really show what happened to Shuri, eh? Did she vanish? Because I don't think they even showed her during that part.
I don't think so either.
She might be still around, and if she is still around, she would obviously be a great help to all of them.
Iron Man 2.0.
Yep. She put Banner in his place.
Yeah.
Why would you guys do that?
Yeah, no, it's I mean even though like we said, like we know most of these deaths are going to be overturned.
Yeah. They
were still really shocking.
They were shocking. I mean,
because like we said right at the beginning, we
I
expected the original guard to be
and I
wiped
think
out.
that was everybody. I don't think it was just us. I think everybody expected the originals.
Yeah. And so
at least one or two of them to fall.
So with this time travel aspect for Avengers 4, which I remember, like, was it you that were saying that they went back in time to get, or Tony went back in time to get the original team together? That doesn't make any sense because Thor's still alive.
No, I said all that before in this other alternate universe where I was like, well, Cap's dead, so this is what's going to happen, this and this and this.
Yeah.
But then that didn't happen.
Yeah. I'm hugely excited for this movie.
I was shocked. Peter Dinklage was great in it.
He was so great.
That was surprising.
The most ironic part, and we said it, like Michelle said it, I said it, you said it, we all were thinking the same thing.
He's going to be Pit Patrol.
No, the midget is the biggest guy in the whole fucking movie.
Ginormous.
He literally dwarfs, everyone.
Apparently he's the giant king of the dwarf planet or something. I mean...
He was great.
He was great, though.
I loved it when he goes, like, yeah, it'll literally kill you. And then Thor goes, no, like, you'll die. He goes, only if it kills me. And then he goes, that's literally the definition of killing you.
Yeah, that part was hilarious.
And he's just like, the fuck?
That was the perfect amount of Thor humor, though.
Yeah, like, that was the one, like, you get a couple of douchebag jock jokes in there, and you're just kind of, like, it works for him because it's not like he's trying to be all funny. He's just literally, like, he doesn't think he's going to die.
Yeah.
So he's just going to be like, yeah, if it kills me. And he's like, well,
that's the definition.
The definition of you, whatever.
Yeah.
Just do the thing
just
and
do it.
Okay. But that was a badass moment.
That was a badass moment.
When he opens it up, takes the entire fucking
power of the star
just
blowing
right
through
into him, you know, and oh man.
And then
when he comes back and he's in the Thor suit.
Yes.
He's not in his Ragnarok suit.
Yeah.
Which is cool. It's just not cool.
It's not fair.
Seeing him, even the short hair, like I'll let the short
hair.
hair.
I'm fine with the short hair now. And then you had that funny little part where Cap's like, "You got a haircut. Hey, you're copying my look." And Thor's like, "You're copying my look with a beard."
Yeah,
or something.
I was like, okay,
yeah, that's pretty funny. That was good. Because I mean,
so now the question is, on the scale of superhero movies, where does this sit? Because I'll say this. This isn't, as of right now, my all-time favorite superhero movie. Mm-hmm. I've only watched it once. I haven't seen any cam versions or anything yet, so I haven't watched the shit out of this movie. It's still really fucking good. Like,
it's really fucking good.
I have a hard time saying it doesn't make my top 5.
But at the same time, it's kind of a weird spot too, right? Because like 5 years from now, would you go, oh, I'm not going to watch all the Marvel movies, but I'm just going to watch Infinity War. I kind of feel like you're going to be like, I got to watch Infinity War and Avengers 4. It's going to be like, it's going to feel like a half movie.
That's right.
It's going to feel like a half movie. It's like The Lord of the Rings. You're not just going to watch the 2 towers, right? You got to watch all 3 of them.
No, yeah, you're right. You're right. Actually, that's true.
So
that's true.
Standing on
it's like
kind
watching
of
John Wick and John Wick 2. Like, you can't just watch Oh, wait. Wait. Apparently you can do that.
You can do that. But you know what? It's like it's on a weird pedestal of its own right now. I don't really know.
Yeah, you know what?
I don't really know how to place it.
Yeah, you're right. Because you're right. It has to be one and both of them.
Yeah, it's going to be a both.
Because they're one big giant movie.
They are.
That's right.
Split in half. Yeah. And that's where again okay, you don't want to put part 1 on Infinity War. That's fine, but I really think they should have put a 2-week continuing at the end. We know it's going to be.
Thanos will return.
Yeah, at the very end credits. You know,
yeah.
Not everyone stays to the end credits, whether it's Marvel or not. I would have had it to be continued.
I was surprised that they had an end credits.
I was.
I didn't think they were going to.
When I saw who it was, I was like, okay. Yeah. I was expecting to see Captain Marvel.
Yep.
But this sets it up because Captain Marvel is actually going to happen before Avengers 4.
Exactly.
Take place in the 90s with a young Nick Fury.
Yeah.
So we're going to see her meeting him, and then we're going to see her going off into space, him getting this device.
Yeah.
So it's going to set it up for her appearance.
And of course, they're going to, I hope at least in that movie, they have some sort of reason why we haven't seen her prior.
Yeah.
Because we've seen 2 or 3 movies now in space, in the heart of space. We haven't even seen her, so.
I also wish we could have seen what happened to Xandar instead of just being like Xandar got destroyed.
Yeah, like even if it was like in a montage scene or something, you know, but
something, you know, like I feel like that's the whole thing with Guardians 1. Like it revolved around Xandar.
Yeah.
So for you know, Star-Lord and the Guardians here, Xandar got destroyed, and then it's just like that's it. I felt like it should have had more impact
too, because like at least with the Guardians, because I mean they saved Xandar.
Yeah. And
then Xandar wiped the slate clean, and they were actually buddy. Like they had that grudging respect with the one. I can't remember his name. The one that called them a-holes all the time.
Yeah.
They got the grudging respect out of him, and then of course Thomas C. Riley was like, hey, Star-Lord, you know, and, like, they were actually cool with it, so, yeah, like, I agree, like, having something where they go, fuck, Xandar.
Yeah, so just, like, as
You
Xandar
know?
got destroyed, I think there should have been more of a little more to that.
Yeah.
That was the other thing I was thinking about. It was the Thor part at the end, and the Xandar kind of just being like, that. There it is. A full trilogy.
Yeah, so there it is. You're right. Like, I kind of have to hold off on placing it because it is one of two movies.
Yeah, I feel like once the fourth...
And like I said that too, like I remember, because originally it was Infinity War Part 1 and 2, and then they're like, no, it's its own movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, well, they had to because it telegraphs it, right?
Yeah.
So like you said, your dad didn't realize there was an Avengers 4, so for him, he's going, what the fuck just happened here?
Exactly. Which is probably like everyone... I cannot believe, like, when the movie started at the theater and the theater was packed, it was sold out.
Oh, yeah.
The Marvel Studios thing came up on the screen at the beginning. People were cheering in the crowd.
Yeah.
Generally, you wait till the end of a movie to cheer if you're really going to cheer. It's stupid regardless because guess what? The Russos aren't sitting in the crowd with you going, oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, nobody in that movie is in Thunder Bay going, oh my God, they clapped for us.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
No, please, no applause. Continue.
That was the most silent end credits I've ever heard after a Marvel movie. The crowd was speechless. Just like...
Well, like I said, like, I know, even watching the movie, I knew that people were going to die. Okay?
Oh, I knew it.
I knew that a lot of those deaths were going to be undone.
Yeah.
Okay? But like I said, knowing and then still seeing it, like we said, over $1 billion. The first movie in, like, I think 6 years to make over $1 billion is the Black Panther.
No, there's been a lot of $1 billion movies in the last 6 years.
Oh, for Marvel?
But for Marvel...
That's what I mean, for Marvel.
It passed Avengers.
It passed Avengers.
Before Infinity War, it was the biggest movie ever.
That's what I mean. So, like, in Marvel, 6 years, it took them to get another movie to break $1 billion.
Yeah.
Black Panther does it. He gets wiped out.
Yeah.
I was like, if you would have said, hey, Chris, who do you think's going to die in this movie? We would have said the same thing. I would have said Cap, Iron Man. If Cap doesn't go in this movie, he definitely goes in the next movie. But one of those two are going to go for sure.
And I wonder if it's going to be controversial that he went. Because we were talking in our Black Panther one how it's great the black community finally has this character, the superhero.
I don't think so.
I don't want to think so.
I think, like...
But the fact that they killed him...
Yeah.
Right after his movie?
Yeah, but I still... Because, like, if you really want to get there, go there. I'll go there. How many white people died?
Lots.
How many black people died?
I love that. One? Well, I mean, Gamora.
3. Gamora's not
Hemdale.
black.
What's a black actor?
4. So Hemdale, Falcon, War Machine, Black Panther. He's in good company.
Okay,
So
I'm just saying. I hope that someone doesn't open that can of worms.
If they do, then they're going to be shut down just as easily as saying, "Hey, look, how many other black guys died?"
Mm-hmm.
You know,
mm-hmm.
Because that's just like that's playing a race card when you don't need to play a race card.
No, I know.
Okay?
I hate the race card, but I honestly went like when I was driving home from that, I was like, oh god, I hope people don't make a thing of that.
I never even made that connection. I was still just kind of like I was surprised like at the ones that did go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the original Avengers staying. I was like, all right.
Did not see that coming.
Black Widow's battlesuit was the best battlesuit I've seen her in since.
Yeah, that was awesome. She looked awesome in the movie.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
I still don't like the White Wolf name for Bucky. Just call him Bucky.
Leave Bucky.
Just leave him at Bucky.
I think that's going to be done with that movie anyways. I don't think you're going to hear him be called White Wolf ever again.
No, because he'll probably be called Captain America.
America. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. Is Bucky here to save the motherfucking day? Huh.
That'd be great.
Yeah. So, kiss his ass and suck on his balls?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the lines for Team America. Best part in the whole movie, though, is when it's America. Fuck yeah.
The slow montage.
I lost it so many times in that movie.
I love that movie.
I have nothing else to say except this movie was awesome. Okay, it is one of the best superhero movie parts I've seen.
Yep.
You're right. Like, I will temper it, but
there's been a few critics that have been like, "Oh, well, they didn't even bother introducing anyone. It feels like an incomplete movie. You know, you just kick it off and you don't introduce anyone." And then James Gunn shot these critics down on Twitter.
Good.
He was like, "Hey, look, it's Game of Thrones season 8. We better introduce everyone all over again because it's season 8."
Yeah, exactly.
It's a stupid argument.
That's just one of those things.
This is the 19th movie. You know who these characters are.
That's just one of those things that they're just like, it's like the, what is it, Rotten Tomatoes hate, where the rating of this movie is skewed because people are trying to give it a negative rating just so that it's not a super highly rated movie.
Yeah.
Okay, like, I think the DC movies are better than they're rated.
I agree.
Okay.
They are.
But they're not perfect movies.
No, they're not perfect movies.
Okay? So yeah, but other than that, I don't have anything else to say. I think for me personally, it lived up to the hype.
It did.
Certainly lived up to the hype.
100% lived up to the hype.
There was so many surprises.
I can't wait to see it again.
Like watching or reading the original Infinity Gauntlet, because that's what it was called, Infinity Gauntlet. The second one was Infinity War.
And then the Infinity Crusade.
Infinity Crusade. Okay, so...
Actually, that might be the title of the next one. Infinity Crusade.
I hope so.
Yeah, let's quickly go over that. What do you think the title's going to be?
I actually like Infinity Crusade.
Avengers Infinity Crusade?
I think so. Because, I mean, if you really think about it, what other title's going to really throw a spanner in this movie?
Avengers Disassembled.
Disassembled. That's another one.
Avengers Forever.
Avengers Forever, I read that one too because, of course...
I like the sound of that.
I think Avengers Forever is probably I think that's the one they're going to go
Plus, then you can go with Avengers Forever.
Yeah.
Because, movie studios love to pull that bullshit.
God, it's so... They're going to do it, too. They're going to so do it just so they can do that. I hope not. I hope that the Russos are like, no, guys.
So that's awful. Let's not do that.
I don't fucking care how much money you're giving me.
Yeah.
We can't do this.
We're not going number 4 ever.
We'll say forever, the word. That's it.
That's it.
Because we didn't do Avengers 2, we didn't do Avengers 3, so how the fuck would we do Avengers Forever? It's
forever, it's the 4th movie, you don't get it?
The Forever one kind of works because that one, I think the plot with that is that it deals with different Avengers throughout time coming together.
Exactly.
So that could work. Because maybe the Cap that we saw in those leaked images is actually...
Pulled from World War II.
Pulled from the New York spot.
Yep.
Because Cap gets killed in the first 20 minutes of the movie. Although I don't think that's the case, because that'd be stupid.
That would be dumb.
He's got to be an end of the movie death.
Yeah.
If they kill him.
You know what?
If they kill him. Because they might do the whole he retires thing.
I kind of hope they do the retires thing. I still feel like one of the big guns is going to die, though. One of the originals. I think it's going to be Tony or Cap.
Either one of those two.
One of them has to sacrifice himself.
Or both.
Hey, you never know.
That's two big ones.
They come back together for the first time in years.
And then die together, holding their hands.
Walk into the light with me.
Yeah. Come on, we got this. We're going to do this. And then they're dead in seconds. And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh,
that probably shouldn't have been holding hands.
That was strange.
Yeah.
That was weird. So that is...
That is Infinity War.
That is Infinity War.
Spoilerific Infinity War.
I don't think I really have anything else to say, and I probably will regret it if I think about something later. But I think I pretty much covered everything I wanted to cover.
Yeah, like I said, I will leave it at this. You go in, it doesn't matter which characters that you like, or who are your favorites. You'll come out of this movie appreciating every single one of these characters better.
Yes.
I'm not a huge Cap fan, and I said the Cap got the short end of the stick in terms of what he says and on-screen time, but still, it's Captain America. Like, he still pumped me up. And like even that line with Groot, like that was just so great.
That scene
because
was so
such
funny.
A nerdy little Steve Rogers thing to do.
Right, because he would think that's a normal thing. Again, he's the guy from the 40s. He's going to be like, oh, I am Steve Rogers.
Yeah, he's not going to think, Like, even just the fact that it's a talking tree.
Yeah.
He's not like, well, this is fucking weird, which I'm glad that they don't still do shit like that.
Didn't Thor say, I came with the rabbit and the tree man or the wood man or something.
And
then he's like, I am Groot.
I am Steve Rogers. I was like,
it was just it was perfect.
Probably one of the best lines.
Yeah, I love it.
You know, so like,
so funny.
But yeah, like, I feel like, well, Doctor Strange is a prime example.
Yeah.
Coming out of Doctor Strange, not a huge fan of the character. I don't feel like he did enough of a change towards the end where I was like, okay, I can get behind this, like with Tony Stark.
Mm-hmm.
You know, except Tony was likable throughout the movie.
Yeah.
You know, I disliked him more in the second one. And in the third one, I was like, man, fuck. Like, stop being a douche, right?
Yeah.
Whereas now, like I said, in Ragnarok, I was like, okay, this Doctor Strange. And especially in Infinity War. If you don't like Doctor Strange by the end of Infinity War, you were watching a different movie.
Yeah.
Because
100%. He was great in it.
He's another reason why I feel like Tony goes for sure.
His teamwork with Wong in New York before he went to
Hilarious.
space. Great.
Hilarious.
Wong was awesome in that movie.
Yeah. But I liked how he was there, and then he's like, well, someone's got to watch.
I have to stay with the Sanctum Sanctuary, or whatever it's called.
Sanctum Sanctorum, or
whatever. Yeah.
Doctor Strange's home base.
Yeah. I gotta stay there.
But like I said, like everyone comes out of this better.
Yeah.
You like every single one of these characters more so. Michelle was like, I love Spider-Man's new costume. And originally she was like, I think that's going to be stupid because he's going to want to wear that all the time.
And I felt the same thing.
And then she watched it in action, and I watched it in action. I was like, man, this is awesome.
And now that he vaporized away, I think that's a one and done. I don't think we'll ever see the Iron Spider again.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be one of those like heavy hitter type deals.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because I don't think we'll see it again.
I don't think we'll see it unless it's in an Avengers movie.
Do you think there'll still be Avengers movies after the originals are gone? Or do you think it's just going to be...
Maybe not right away.
Just cameo appearances in each other's movies?
No, I don't think it's going to be that. I think it's going to be maybe not right away. Like, it's not going to be as quickly. I think we might be like 3 years out before we get another one, but I think for sure.
I think Avengers 4 should be called West Coast Avengers. Or Great Lakes Avengers.
Wow. Nah, you had it at West Coast.
The West Coast Avengers.
You know? You gotta be like George Costanza.
Wow.
You gotta leave on a high note.
I really didn't see that one coming.
Yeah. Because even when they did that at the end of Civil War, was it? Yeah, no. Age of Ultron. And it was like, oh, these are the West Coast Avengers. And it was like, immediately slap the mouth because you're like, you don't say West Coast Avengers.
Yeah.
It's either Avengers or New Avengers.
Yeah.
Because West Coast Avengers sounds stupid.
Actually, you know what? After Avengers 4, the fifth one, if it happens, will probably be called New Avengers.
Which makes sense.
Makes sense.
You know, you got Doctor Strange leading it up. You got Spider-Man.
Captain Marvel.
You got Captain Marvel.
Black Panther.
You got Black Panther.
It's
you
a
got
great.
Thor.
It's a great team, actually.
You know what I mean?
Thor, if you want to stick
Ant-Man.
Wasp.
Wasp, you know what I mean?
She's in it.
It's gonna be great.
Great team.
Great team. And then later on, when Bucky Cap stops being Bucky Cap and Steve Rogers is back with the new.
I still
new
don't
face.
know. I don't know if we'll see another Cap, and if we do, it might be Falcon.
It might be Falcon.
I don't know how.
I feel though the arc works better for
Bucky. I think it works better for Bucky.
See, like Bucky's thing, and this is in the comic books, and you could easily do this in the movies.
Yeah,
it's redemptive for him.
It is.
It's not like because even in the I said Rucka actually, but it was Brubaker. It was Brubaker's run. I was expecting you to correct me in that video because I said it was.
You did mention Rucka. Was it for that?
I said Rucka had it so that like when Cap was in World War II, he killed people. He just generally assumed it, but it was actually Brubaker because it was Brubaker's run that brought back Bucky.
Surprised I didn't catch that.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't catch that either.
Because I know it's Brubaker.
Yeah.
It's strange that I wouldn't catch that.
Literally, I was watching it and I said Rucka. It was Brubaker! No!
Don't you hate that? I know.
God damn it!
Sometimes when I'm editing the videos,
I
do
waited
the
because
same
there was
thing.
one part where you were wrong and I was right.
And I paused it.
And then you threw it up and you were like, yep.
As usual.
Yeah, he was right as usual.
Yep.
So in this case, I was wrong. So anyway,
It happens.
Brubaker's run, and it's all about all the bad shit he did as Winter Soldier.
Yep.
Even though he was brainwashed, he still sees them, and this is all about becoming a better man.
Yep.
And living up to his best friend, Steve Rogers. So I think it works better for him.
Yeah.
for Falcon to do it, it's not the same, especially because I didn't like it when they did it in the comic books. You know, like, I mean, out of all of them, I was like, well, yeah, he'd be the one that I'm the least against. But it's still just one of those, like, you're just doing it for the sake of doing it.
Yeah.
It's not doing it because you feel like you're going to get good stories out of it. Because if that was the case, just look at Bucky Cap. That whole run was great. You know? But...
yeah, so I don't know.
If they do Falcon Cap, it's stupid. I think it's stupid. It's too soon for it, at least. At the very least.
Yeah, he hasn't had enough. And Sebastian Stan's got that nine picture
and
deal.
I mean, like, Falcon's...
it seems like that's where it should go.
I feel like Falcon's arc is already done.
Plus, a 9-picture deal, how many has he actually done, excluding cameos? 1,
Well,
2...
there's Winter Soldier,
Civil War, that's
Civil
3.
War,
This Avengers is 4. I think that's it, 4, right? Excluding cameos?
Wait, hold on.
The 3 in this Avengers? The 3 Caps in this Avengers?
Oh, yeah, no, that's right, yeah, because he was just regular Bucky Barnes. That's right. Yeah, so 4.
4.
And even
well, there you go. He becomes Cap. He leads the new Avengers.
Yeah, gets his own string of movies.
Yep. Yeah, I'm down with that. Sebastian Stan should be Cap.
Yep.
And I'd be cool with it.
Vibranium arm.
I think he's great.
Vibranium shield.
Yep.
But like the actual Cap shield.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because man, I can't wait to see that in the next movie. Tony Stark giving Steve Rogers his shield and saying, "Hey, Captain."
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'd be like, I'd probably start crying. I would literally just be like tearing up, going, "Oh my god, this is awesome! I've never been so happy."
Mm-hmm.
Except for my wedding day.
That day. Well, this is a close second.
It's a very close second. Oh my god!
Except the honeymoon.
I'll make that third. Whatever number gets me out of trouble.
Whatever. It's
Thank
somewhere.
you so much for watching our Justice League. No, wait.
You said Justice League.
Fuck yeah!
Chris was wrong. I was right. Chris was wrong. I was right.
Can you imagine Justice League going head to head against this movie?
Sad.
It would be the grossest annihilation.
And this was huge because we're recording this on the Sunday after the opening, and guess what? It passed The Force Awakens. It is the biggest box office opening in North America and the world ever.
For now.
Ever for now.
Until
The next
Solo, a Star Wars movie.
That will not come close. That will not come close. It's either going to be next year's Avengers 4.
That's the one.
Or, if it ever happens, maybe Avatar 2. Maybe.
If it happens, then yeah, Avatar 2.
Mm-hmm.
When's that movie supposed to come out?
2019. Next year.
Oh, so is it possible that it's going head to head against Avengers?
2020 now.
No, okay. Yeah, because I would hold off. I wouldn't put it anywhere near Avengers 5 or 4 or 8. Whatever it's called.
If it happens. We'll see if it happens.
Yeah. Was he like recreating a whole new way to shoot this just like he did the first one?
Yeah. Yeah. And he hates the fucking I love this fist. But James Cameron fucking hates the Marvel movies. He's like, I want everyone to get superhero fatigue. He goes, hey, listen guys, the movies are good.
Yep.
But enough now. And then Kevin Feige. It's Feige.
It is Feige?
It's Feige.
Are you sure it's not Feige?
It's Feige. I heard Feige.
Okay, alright.
I read it.
From his mouth?
Yeah. Well, it was during an interview, like, here we are with Kevin Feige, and he was like, hey, how you guys doing?
Okay.
He didn't go, beige!
Yeah. Like the color beige, goddammit!
With an F! But yeah, no, he went, hey, James Cameron likes our movies.
Yeah, I know.
That's good for me.
That's kind of funny that he did that, but like...
It
just sounds like sour grapes to me. Sour grapes, that he's just like, superhero fatigue.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm sorry, but they managed to make brilliant movies.
Yeah.
Under the template of a superhero.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
you gotta give him
Winter
props.
Soldier is a political thriller.
Yeah.
Just so happens to have superheroes in it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? This movie is a dark fucking Empire Strikes Back with superheroes. You know?
Very Empire-ish.
Like...
Very.
Sour grapes, my friend. Is that why you're not making this movie? Like, if you're so confident about your movie, unleash it, go head-to-head against Avengers, and then maybe, you know...
So you want to talk about fatigue, dude? You're making 4 Avatars and Terminator 6.
Yeah. I'm sorry,
but,
like, stop trying to make Terminator happen.
Yeah. It comes a time when you're like, we should probably take a break.
It happened.
Forever.
It happened after Terminator 2.
Yeah.
And I can say this because I watched Terminator 3 wanting so badly to like it. And the only thing I really liked about the movie was the ending where they were like, it was going to happen regardless.
Yeah, and then everything goes to hell. Salvation I did like.
Salvation
I wanted to see a continuation of Salvation.
Yeah, I agree.
But then they went back and they did Genesis. Genesis is not good. It's very forgettable.
Oh.
But hey, maybe we'll do a Terminator episode one day.
You know, you got a bad movie when you got Jai Courtney. Jai Courtney. Guess what? The only role you were ever good in. Two roles. Jack Reacher, because he played a nondescript bad guy.
Right.
But he was a little bit more charismatic than I think they intended. And Suicide Squad.
He was good in Suicide Squad too.
He was amazing in Suicide Squad.
The Spartacus TV series. He was
you always say that.
very good in the first season.
You always say that, and I never watched that show, so that's why I don't make that connection.
And then his dick got chopped off.
Well,
so if you don't like Jay Courtney, you get to see his dick get chopped off.
I'm good.
Don't want to see that?
I mean, like, I don't like him as an actor. I don't not like him as a person, because I don't know. He might be a cool dude to hang out with.
It seems like maybe.
He might like, just seeing the way he was as Boomerang.
Yeah.
Or not Boomerang.
Captain Boomerang.
Captain Boomerang. Sorry, I didn't realize you were in the Navy.
Yeah.
Just seeing how he was in that movie, I was like, yeah, that's probably more closer to him in real life. Because he's Australian. So
yeah.
He's, he's Australian, so they just live through everything that Australia throws at you. Plus,
they have boomerangs.
They drink beer.
Yeah.
So he's probably a cool dude to hang out with. Anyway, so Infinity War.
That's our Avengers Infinity War episode. Chris, we are finally caught up on Marvel Studios. We can take a break for a while.
Yeah! What's next?
Ant-Man the Wasp.
No. What's next is Cinematic Universe Phase 3 Part 1. That's what's next.
Right. We're going to go back and do that.
We're going back in time, baby.
With one of these. Oh, are we stopping?
I thought when you did the snap, I was like, that's the perfect way to end it.
It is. Okay,
and then you immediately undid that ending.
This is an after credit scene. Well, just like Marvel's going to undo the ending from Infinity War.
Okay, all right.
You got that?
Yeah, I got
Please share and subscribe.
Oh.
Please.
Smash the shit
Get us
out
up
of
to 100
share,
subscribers because I want to not be youtube.com-YQC41I for our channel.
Yeah,
It'd be cool to be youtube.com/GeekPantsMedia. 100 subscribers,
100
please.
subscribers. Just do it. 100 subscribers.
You guys get us up to 100 subscribers, I'll do a giveaway for this fist.
I will second that. I have nothing to give, so I will second that.
Get us up to 100 subscribers, I will fist you.
3 hours worth of work went into this one here.
Yes, it's beautiful.
Make the sound again.
Look at that. Also, remember, May 5th is Free Comic Book Day. Go down to your local comic book store, support them, grab some free comic books.
I got nothing else.
Now.
These pancakes are delicious.